Well, y'all, the newest episode of Wrestling just ended. And of course, CM Punk got to come out here in a pink Punk shirt, which is questionable in itself. He got to once again come out here and be in competition with Rhea Ripley for the whiniest wrestler on the roster about how he got a problem with Seth Rollins and he wants another chance at the title again. Then LA Knight interferes and says, you had your chance. You had your little 5 minutes at the top. And he counters with, at least I've been to the top. You've never been heavyweight champ. And he said, okay, fair enough. Whatever. And then Jey Uso interfered and it got to be a super kick spree, which resulted in a match, which was what just happened at the end of the episode, with CM Punk hitting, I believe, Jey Uso with the go to sleep, and then LA Knight tagging in while CM Punk was laying on the ropes. He stole the pin, and CM Punk and LA Knight won. It's just that, CM Punk wanted the glory, but LA Knight decided he was going to interrupt CM Punk's glory and take the win. Hey, that's fair. He's owed at least that much after what CM Punk did to LA Knight, interrupting him. But that wasn't the only stuff that happened tonight. Jey Uso not wanting to listen to even Roman Reigns. That brushed Roman a little the wrong way. And Roman said, hey, sometimes the best thing you need to do is stay out of his way. I kind of agree with that. I mean, sometimes people got to learn their lesson the hard way. Sometimes life got to teach you the lesson. And I don't know. Maybe you just got to get out of Jey Uso's way. Maybe he got to learn the lesson the hard way. I don't know. But CM Punk did say something interesting. He likes Jey. He respects Jey, but he don't respect Junior Roman. He don't respect Junior Roman. And that's what Jey's trying to be. Trying to own the Ulafala. Trying to be the tribal chief. Trying to tell Jimmy what to do. You don't tell Jimmy what to do. You're getting too big for your britches. And sooner or later, they just gonna have to take their hands off the situation. In other news, Maxine Dupree beats Becky Lynch via countout, but hey, it counts. It counts. That's fair. Ain't nobody told Becky Lynch to just stay out there celebrating. By the way, Maxine Dupree put on a good match. She put on a good match. I'm always impressed because that chick be evolving every time she has a match. I'm very proud of Maxine Dupree for that ability. She seems to learn something new every single time she's in a match. And I say, put her in more matches if you're going to keep evolving. If she's going to keep evolving every time you put her in a match, pretty soon, she just going to be rolling on her own. Pretty soon, she's going to actually earn a title. Pretty soon, she going to be holding gold. I'm just saying. Maxine Dupree put on a good show tonight. And the one time that Becky Lynch got the upper hand, she gloated a little too much, forgot about the count, and lost via count out. I mean, that's a legit win for Maxine Dupree. Ain't nobody told you to gloat. That's on you, Becky. That's on you. On the other side of the women's division, we got Lyra Valkyria facing Roxanne Perez. That was a great match. I know Roxanne Perez got skills. I know Lyra Valkyria got skills. It kind of seems like they both equaled out when it comes to skills, but Lyra Valkyria is a bigger woman, so, hey. I mean, that chick is built, man. Have you seen her shoulders? her freaking Zangief legs. Hey, that chick is built, man. She is built. But they put on a great show, Roxanne and Lyra Valkyria. A little bit of interference, and that's ultimately what landed Lyra the win, with Bailey holding her arms down and getting the pin, and then Judgment Day jumping the both of them. And I'll tell you what I do agree with. Bailey said we should jump them after the match. And I agree with that. I liked that idea. That idea for Crazy Bailey, that was a great idea. Bailey and Lyra finding them in the back and jumping them. I like that idea. More of that. More of that from Bailey. That was great. We could have a good tag team if you do more of that. I'm just saying that works. After that, they mentioned John Cena's way out the door and his last matches, such as the one that's going to happen in Perth against AJ Styles. They build it as this is how they build it. I don't agree with it, but it's a good title. The face of WWE versus the face of TNA. John Cena versus AJ Styles. They already got a history of wins over the other one. I believe John Cena won his record-breaking 16th world title over AJ Styles, and I think that's the most recent one. Now they're going to go into Perth, and AJ Styles promised that it's going to be a showstopper. Now, after what he did with Undertaker, I'm believing him. I'm believing him. He knows how to put on a show. And speaking of that match he had with Pentagon Jr. and Dragon Lee against Judgment Day, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio, ooh, that was a good match. That was a great match. That was amazing. The cohesiveness between those three, between Dragon Lee, Pentagon, and AJ Styles. Man, AJ Styles knows how to be a tag team partner. He can do singles. He can do tag team. That dude, oh my gosh, his skills was off the charts tonight. He was so good. And I'm sitting there the whole time thinking, what the heck are you doing retiring? That guy is... This is young TNA AJ Styles level. And it's like... He went a whole nother level, man. And he chooses now to retire? What's happening? It don't look like he's slowing up. It looked like he just evolving more and more. Oh, man. I'm sure I'm feeling like Meechin. I'm going to miss him. I don't know why he retired. He's doing great. And tonight was no different. But he promised after that match that it's going to be a showstopper between him and John Cena. And after Undertaker, yeah, I believe him. Oh, I freaking believe him. In Perth versus John Cena, that's going to be a good match. And me personally, I got to go for AJ Styles. I like AJ Styles more. I do. I know he's the face of TNA's. At least that's what they say. But, yeah, I still got to go for AJ Styles. Then, the final thing with the women's division, Kyrie had to face Io in a match. And, oh, that's what it was. Roxanne Perez did beat Lyra Valkyria. I got my matches mixed up. Okay, Roxanne Perez did beat Lyra Valkyria, and Judgment Day got jumped in the back because Bailey decided they should jump them, which I still agree with. But I got the matches mixed up. uh Kyrie won over Io because Asuka held her hands down, which got her the pin over Io. That was what's happening. I'm sorry about that. But I was with Asuka. I was with Asuka the whole way. I'm still with her against Io. I still think Io abandoned the family for the Westerner, Rhea Ripley, which I think she's going to regret. I think she's going to regret siding with Rhea Ripley over her family. I haven't forgot. That's still the Eradicator. And she betrays everybody. I ain't forget. I ain't forget what happened with Kyrie. But yeah. Kyrie didn't even want that match. And I was with Asuka against Io because she betrayed the family. But as soon as she hit Kyrie, nah, see, you go too far. Never do that to Kyrie. Kyrie didn't do nothing wrong. Okay, you went too far there, Asuka. You went too far there. I can't go with you on that now. Kyrie didn't do nothing wrong. She's been nothing but faithful. You didn't have to hit her now. That's too far. But that's what resulted in a match and the cheating and Kyrie technically winning over Io, and they just going to have to close the book on that in Perth. Because that seems fair. Rhea Ripley's going to be in front of her home people in Australia against, it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm still going for Kyrie and Asuka. It's whatever. Oh, but something big happens. Paul had to lay it on the line when Seth Rollins asked him the question, what if I lose against, what if I lose in Perth? What happens? In the champion versus champion match, what if I lose against Cody Rhodes? And Seth is smart. See, he knows how to play the game. He a snake too. So he recognized the snake-like tendencies in Paul Heyman, trying to sidestep the question. So he asked him directly, Paul, focus, look me in the eye. What if I lose? And Paul lays it on the line for him. He says, then I'll have to ask myself, why did I pick you over Roman Reigns? Now he subtly says, maybe I backed the wrong horse. Maybe I backed the wrong horse. If you lose, I mean, I'm saying that you can't lose this. I'm saying you can't lose this. This is for everything. You can't lose this match. But if you do lose against Cody Rhodes, now I got to start asking questions. Why did I pick you over Roman? And that's got to be swirling in the mind of Seth Rollins amongst everything else. So it's a lot of stuff on the line in Perth. But before Perth comes Showdown. TNA versus NXT. Whew. I got to go for NXT. I got to back Ava. I got to back Ava. I think that's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. But from Invasion to Showdown, TNA versus NXT. Oh yeah, War Games. And I got to back NXT. It's a lot of stuff happening, man. It's a lot of stuff happening. But we just got done with the latest episode of Wrasslin, and it was a good episode. It was. Good job, Maxine. Good job.